This month on Diecast Time, I look back to when Garry Rogers introduced us to some Scandinavians. After running Commodores in the first year of Car of the Future Regs in 2013, Garry Rogers made the big announcement that they were going Volvo for 2014. After the disasters of Nissan and Mercedes coming in 2013, there wasn't much hope held for Garry Rogers and the Volvo project. However, definitely proved us wrong. Over that 2014 year, we saw Scott McLaughlin get that magical podium at the first weekend in Adelaide. Over the year, he scored 4 wins and then 6 other podiums for 5th in the championship. His teammate, however, poor Mr. Robert Dahlgren, who came over, the Volvo man from Swedish Championship, wasn't as successful. His best result was only a 12th at Bathurst, and he finished last of the full-time drivers in the championship. He was replaced by David Wall for 2015, who didn't do much better. His top result was a trio of 15th place positions in the races, but having said that, McLaughlin's 2015 was not as successful as 2014. He only scored 5 podiums and no wins. However, 2016, we did get to see a new teammate. This time it was James Moffat. He got into the top 10 6 times over the year for 20th in the championship. So an improvement, but was it? McLaughlin, though, he went on, dominated the Phillip Island weekend, taking out both wins. He had 6 other podiums during the year and was 3rd overall in the championship. Unfortunately, though, that was the last run Volvo's got in the supercars. Volvo decided they were heading in a different direction, took their funding and took the cars away with them as well. So we can't even see any of these cars in Australia anymore. They're hidden away. The team rushed to build 2 Commodores in the off season, and they just weren't as successful. The next year, they also lost their main man, Scott McLaughlin, to Penske. The 3 models I've got here are the 2015 Bathurst car, where McLaughlin and Prema finished 5th in the race. The car that dominated that weekend at Phillip Island in 2016, probably the Volvo's brightest hour. That was, Scott McLaughlin really becoming peak Scott McLaughlin there, and then the Sandown Retro livery one from McLaughlin and David Wall. That I think they then continued to race this on at Bathurst. Actually, they did, because this is actually the Bathurst car. It has Super Cheap Auto on it. So there you go with that one. So here is a close-up of the 3 models. These are from Apex replicas. They are sealed models as well, so you don't get to see all the bits. Apex replicas, along for a very short time, were bought out by Bianti, and unfortunately we don't see them anymore. It was a period where we got a bit more variety in what was being made. We had a bit more variety of cars. Biggest complaint with these probably is those aerials on top of the car being bent over in the box. I will be able to straighten them out a bit more as we display them and leave them out, but it is a little bit frustrating. These models, though, very, very, very good for what they were. There was a few little things. I haven't got the certificates of authenticity out. They were probably a little, not as much detail on them. I did like that they did handwrite the numbers on the cards, though, compared to the other ones just being printed. But 3 very good models, and very happy to have these 3 in my collection, especially because of what they mean. That time in supercars was really exciting with all the different makes and models. And if you haven't, check out, I've done videos with the Nissans and the Mercedes as well. So be sure to check them out if you haven't seen them. So that's my 3 Volvo models in my collection. I do also have one of the Brock 850 ones, but yeah, these are the supercar ones. So down in the comments, let me know, have you got any of these? Were you lucky enough to get the Jandal one, where with Scott McLaughlin, and they did the special Jandal version where they had him with his Jandal or whatever on the roof? That one would be a really cool one to add to the collection. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get one at the time, but yeah, let me know what you think, and until next time, I'm still Dave, and I'll catch you later.